So what was your first time watching The Crow?
Well, if you had told me that, or if you'd asked me that question a year and a half ago, I would have said I would guess that I watched it on tape or on TV.
Yeah.
But when I went to see it in the theater with you, when it was being revived, I realized, I started to say to myself, like, have I seen this in the theater before? I asked my mother, and my mother, oh, your sister took you. And I was like, of course she did. She was like 16 years old. She had a car. I was 8 or so, and I loved movies.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was one of those, like, well, take your brother. He likes that stuff. And I was obsessed with Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Like, very obsessed. My sister was obsessed with The Crow. We had the soundtrack, and she was always playing it on her your boombox in her bedroom. And I remember very little, but I remember seeing it in the theater.
Yeah.
Being startled by some of the violence because it was very, like, in your face, very MTV. And it obviously left an impression. Then I remember, a year and a half later, renting it on tape. I remember catching it on cable here and there. The Crow has always been around.
Yeah.
And I don't know anybody who doesn't like The Crow to the point where it is funny to me to say I don't like The Crow to you because you like it so much, because I literally don't know anybody who's like, The Crow's kind of overrated. I don't know anybody like that. I don't. So when I think of The Crow, I think of the fact that it was very representative of Gen X, which I was looking up to, being an older millennial. My sister was Gen X. All of her friends were Gen X. So, and that movie was just such a seminal Gen X movie.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how I remember seeing it. And then I think I revisited it on DVD in my early 20s. Like I rented it from somewhere.
Yeah.
And I've always liked